It's not just about the brand, it's about the supply chain. Here is the do not fill list I give my own family. Independent no-name stations. These are the absolute biggest gamble in the industry. Why are they 15 cents cheaper? Because they buy unbranded fuel from the bottom of the rack of the terminal. This is fuel that often lacks the proprietary detergent packages required to keep GDI engines clean. But it gets worse. Tank maintenance. Independent owners often don't have the corporate oversight or the massive budget to replace or meticulously clean their underground storage tanks. You're not just buying gas, you're buying whatever sludge, rust, or bacterial bloom has settled at the bottom of a 30-year-old steel tank. I've seen fuel samples from discount Dons that looked like cloudy apple cider. If you're driving a modern Honda or Toyota, that's not fuel, it's liquid sandpaper for your injectors. Racetrack and some regional discount chains. This one is controversial, but hear me out. The issue with regional chains is inconsistency. Some locations are brand new and pristine, others are high-volume locations where the filters on the pumps haven't been changed in years. I've tracked a pattern over 2 decades. The rural regional chains often have lower turnover. When fuel sits in a tank for weeks, the ethanol begins to phase separate. It absorbs moisture from the air, drops to the bottom of the tank, and the first person to fill up in the morning gets a concentrated slug of water gas. Your Mazda or Subaru's computer will try to compensate, but it can only do so much before your knock sensor starts screaming. Any station after a tanker delivery. This is a golden rule in the mechanic world. If you see that big silver tanker truck hooked up to the ground, keep driving. Think about it, that truck is dumping thousands of gallons of fuel into the underground tank at high pressure. It's a literal tornado down there. All the sediment, water, and debris that usually sits harmlessly at the bottom gets stirred into a slurry. If you pump while that's happening, you're bypassing the station's filtration and sending that grit straight into your fuel rail. Give it at least 24 hours to settle. Your fuel injectors will thank you. Stations in rural or low traffic areas. Gasoline has a shelf life. The lighter components that help your car start easily on a cold morning evaporate over time. In a high-traffic city station, the fuel is replaced every few days. In a sleepy rural town, that fresh gas might be a month old. For a high-compression Japanese engine, stale gas is a nightmare. It creates more carbon, burns less completely, and leaves behind a varnish that is nearly impossible to clean without a teardown. Stick to the busy hubs where the fuel is always fresh. Before we move on to the brands that actually protect your investment, do me a favor. Hit that like button if you've ever felt your car stutter after a cheap fill-up. It helps the algorithm warn other drivers about these gas station traps. The gasoline brands you should use. If you want to see 200,000 miles without a check engine light, these are the only stations you should be visiting. Costco, best overall value. I'll be honest, I love Costco fuel. They are top-tier certified, which is a rigorous standard for detergent additives. They maintain their tanks better than almost anyone in the business, and their turnover is insane. The fuel is never old because they sell it faster than they can pump it in. In 19 years, I have never had a car come into my shop with fuel-related damage that was traced back to a Costco pump. Chevron and Texaco. 2 words, Techron. Chevron's proprietary additive is essentially a liquid mechanic in your tank. It is specifically designed to prevent the red-brown valve fouling I mentioned earlier. If you have a high-mileage Toyota and you switch to Chevron exclusively, you'll likely notice an MPG bump within 3 tanks just from the cleaning action. Shell. Shell V-Power is the gold standard for premium fuels. Their regular grade is excellent, but if you drive a turbocharged Japanese car like a Honda Civic Type R or a Subaru WRX, Shell's V-Power Nitro Plus is the best insurance policy you can buy. It has a significantly higher detergent concentration that literally scours the combustion chamber while you drive. Exxon and Mobil. Generally very safe bets. Their Synergy fuel technology is solid and widely available. While I've seen a tiny bit more variability here than at Shell or Chevron, they are miles ahead of any discount brand. If you're on a road trip and see an Exxon, pull in. Marathon. In the Midwest, Marathon is a powerhouse. They consistently test high for purity and additive stability. It's a safe haven brand that I trust for any Japanese GDI engine. How to identify contaminated fuel? So, how do you know if you've just pumped liquid poison? Immediate signs within 100 meters. If your car starts hunting for a stable idle at the first red light after the station, or if you feel a flat spot when you step on the gas, you've got bad fuel. This is usually water contamination. If the check engine light starts flashing, pull over immediately. That's a catalyst-damaging misfire. Long-term signs. Is your car taking longer to start in the morning? Is your fuel economy slowly dropping from 32 mpg down to 27? These are the hallmarks of the slow poisoning. Low-grade gas is leaving deposits on your injector tips, ruining the spray pattern. Instead of a fine mist, you're getting a drip, which kills your efficiency and washes the protective oil off your cylinder walls. The cost of using bad gasoline. Let's talk numbers. You think you're saving 20 cents a gallon? On a 15-gallon tank, that's $3 in savings. Now look at the repair side. Carbon cleaning or walnut blasting, $1,200 to $1,800. GDI fuel injectors, $1,500 plus labor. Catalytic converter, $2,500. If you save $3 a week for a year, you've saved $156. One bad batch of gas can wipe out 15 years of those savings in a single afternoon. Using cheap gas isn't saving money, it's just taking a high-interest loan against your car's future. How to protect your Japanese engine. Here is your engine longevity checklist. Stick to top-tier brands. Look for that logo on the pump. The 5,000-mile tonic. Every time you change your oil, dump a bottle of high-quality fuel system cleaner like Redline SI1 or Techron into a full tank. It's cheap insurance. Don't run on fumes. Keeping your tank above a quarter full prevents the fuel pump from sucking up any sediment that does happen to be in your tank. Listen to your car. If it sounds like knocky or sluggish, don't just ignore it. Swap your fuel brand immediately and see if it clears up. The bottom line is simple. Your Japanese car is a marvel of engineering, but it is picky about what it eats. Treat it to high-quality fuel and it will give you 20 years of service. Feed it trash and it will break your heart and your wallet. I want to hear from you. What gas station do you swear by, and have you ever had a cheap gas nightmare story? Let me know in the comments below. If you found these tips helpful, be sure to watch this video next as I'm sharing insider tips to help you cut repair costs and keep your car running like new.